Good afternoon. As tax time rolls about, and we're all thinking of taxes and what the impact is on our life, I just want to share a provision that you may know about. It's called the 1031 Tax-Deferred Exchange for investment properties. So if you know all about this, go, switch channels, go listen to some music, go take a walk. But if you want to know a little bit about tax-deferred exchange, I just have a little bit of information to share with you. So first of all, I'm a real estate agent with many decades of experience, but I am not a tax attorney. I'm not a lawyer. And I urge you to, anytime you're doing any kind of real estate transaction, to consult your attorney, consult your CPA, and with a 1031 tax-deferred exchange, you need a qualified intermediary to help you with that transaction. Lawyers can do it too if they are experienced in handling these exchanges. This IRS tax provision is a way for you to defer your taxes, and it can be a way for you to do estate planning, to diversify your properties. So in a nutshell, just the layman's version is you're selling a property, which is an investment property. It can't be your principal residence. It can't be where you live. In some rare instances, it can be a second home, but that's when the experts come in. But by and large, the simple version is you're going to sell an investment property, whether that's a condominium, whether that's a business, whether it's a farm, a ranch, and that's your relinquished property. And then you're going to acquire another investment property, and that's called your acquisition property. Those are great words, right? Relinquished property and acquisition properties. So the simple version is that you're going to do that so you can defer your capital gains for whatever your personal reasons are to do that. Oftentimes it's because your income is going to change, perhaps maybe as you get older, or you have a lifestyle change, and then, or even it can be deferred until death. So because it's IRS, there's going to be very strict rules. We know that. IRS is going to hold your feet to the fire. So it's very important that you have good guidance in that. But in a nutshell, you'll sell your investment property. Let's say you sell your investment property in the States and you're going to buy an investment property here in St. Croix. Well, you get that investment property under contract, then you have 45 days to identify your next property that you're buying, your acquisition property. You can select 3 different properties. Now there are some instances where you can select more, but for this little video, we're just going to talk about the simplified version of the tax-deferred exchange. So you can identify 3 of those properties. So you have 45 days to identify those. So then you go to closing, and from the property that you sell in the States, you have 180 days to close in the property in St. Croix. Those are very strict deadlines. It's not 45 days and an hour, or 46 days, I should say. And it's not 181. There's no excuses. It doesn't matter if it's storm, natural disaster, your mother died. It's IRS, so it's strict. There's no exceptions. So that's why you have to have expert help in this. But it is a very good tool. I've personally actually done that. I sold a lot here in St. Croix, and I bought a condo and a lot. So it works for various different real properties, but they just have to be investment properties. So I hope these tips have helped you get a qualified a professional to help you guide this, and you will save some money. Happy savings.